Alright, so today we're going SKM, close combat fighting, training, martial arts, self-defence. So basically they teach you how to get yourself out of situations where you're about to get yourself rushed. I want to see what it's all about. I booked a one-to-one session and let's see what he's got.
Well, welcome to SKM Tactical. Basically what we do here is close combat, which is slightly different to Krav Maga. Close combat is a lot more weapons orientated. There's a lot more drills and things that we take from boxing, throwing from judo. So it's slightly a little bit different to Krav Maga. But look, this is what we do here in Southampton. Been doing it here since 2017 when we opened up. Both me and AD, I started in 2010 with Krav Maga, and I think AD started about 4 or 5 years before that. So yeah, fantastic. Welcome to SKM. So I'm going to hold the kick shield here. Wait there. And I'm going to have a slight bend and just keep it in front of me. I'll show you the kick that we want to try to do. Okay, so put one leg back, stay straight, parallel feet.
Oh, like this, right?
Yeah, that's it, slightly forward, because our first kick, bring it slightly back, forward, that's the one, there. Our first kick is a heavy kick to the groin. So I want you just to do those using the shins, similar to what you've most probably learned. Yeah, okay. Nice, watch those hands. Keep those hands up, that's the one. Nice work. Nice. Good. That's the one. Keep your distance away from the bag, don't come too close. Lovely work. Keep those hands tucked in the elbows. That's it, and relax. Okay, heavy groin kick, heavy groin kick. So a couple of things. Yeah. We want to try to keep our hands up into our elbows here, because these punches here is what are the dangerous points. So we try to keep hands up here, keep the hands up here. That's it. We also have a lean back. So I go to hit, but I lean my body back slightly. The reason being, if I was here, sorry if I take that away. So if we were talking, I'll just grab that just for. So if I was concealed carrying a knife and we were talking, you went to kick me, we have to be very careful of that. So if you had the knife and you went to kick me, I'm going to just try to lean back away from that slash. Does that make sense? Yeah. So we have a little bit of a lean back. Okay. Nice. Keep the leg long. Long distance away as much as you can. Watch those hands. That's it. Nice. Look up. That's lovely work. Good. Give me 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Well done. Good work. You look good. So we're looking at, so here, I want you just to imagine that you're bringing up your fist like a weapon. The first person who brings up their fist is going to win. So we're looking for those top 2 knuckles to bury it into the point of impact. It comes back, covers your head, top 2 knuckles go in for the other side. And we're just going to chain that, lean that in from the hips, and just put that in. Basic combat. Nice. Good. Strong. That's the one. Breathe. Oh. Don't lose track. Stay focused. Hands up. Nice. Right, let's change that direction. I want to move about a bit. You ready?
Let's go.
Keep those hands up. That's one. Nice. Stay on target. Lovely work. Keep going, keep going. Keep those hands up, keep those hands up. Faster. Keep the hands up, keep the hands up, keep the hands up. Nice. Brilliant stuff, man, well done. So here, what we have to do is look at a basic street type of fighter attacker who just wants to hurt you for whatever reason, a bit drunk, whatever. So here's the attack. What we know is generally it's like, and you get this type of circular attack into the face. It's very wild, quite not trained, but it's worked for him. So here, what we're going to try to do is you're just going to offer me a circular attack around to the head, and I'm going to look for a thing called a 360. So if you offer me a circular, like what I'm doing is I'm not blocking. So really try to lump me out onto the head. I'm attacking. And that's the difference. We don't have blocking, we have attacking. Now, if I stop it in the first instance, I've got to stop it here. Too close and it's going to end up hitting me anyway. So I've got to stop it here. But if I don't do anything and let the guy not think about anything else, he's going to end up just attacking me with the other arm. So here we call this the halo. And here it's like, what I'll do is when they go to attack, I'll be looking straight into the jawline and then the groin strike and then out. Right. Is that you and me? Yeah, the right back. Okay, so here, so nice and steady. I'll bring the hand up. Are you left or right-handed, by the way?
Right-handed.
Okay. So as you come up, I want you to think of not blocking, but attacking. And you're going to be tougher if your wrists are locked out, right. Fingers are locked out, and also
hands open.
Closed. That's it. And also it means that if I come in with a knife, if it was closed, if it was loose, I'd be able to get through. You might be able to deflect it. So even if this was like more into me, so come in to attack the arm. Nah, a little bit close, a little bit more into me. Getting there. It's a little, still a little bit.
When you say a little bit into you, what do you mean by into? Closer?
Yeah, further. That's it. Yeah. What it is my apologies. It's I can't communicate. What it is if the arm is slightly collapsed and I'm a very big, strong guy, I'll be able to get through. So you're better off.
You're my arm down here more.
Just about here, but out from here. So we don't want this collapsing. That's the one. 360. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. A little bit further. Yeah, catch it a little bit here. That's it, and just relax. So it could be that we're talking. There's no stance, there's no readiness. I'm like, look, you should have just told me. And then he just, yeah, that's it, a little bit further. That's it, we want to catch it here. Good. And now it's a bit like, do you remember rubbing your head and patting your stomach? You're going to have to do this at the same time.
So you want me to do that and do that?
At the same time. It's called simultaneous. Okay, so you're going to it's the shock of it.
Yeah.
Your first reaction is just relax. So we go nice and easy. So I'll come up, block, straight in, top 2 knuckles into the jaw. That's the one. Okay, I'm going to try to do it together. If I stand side by side with you, what it is there's no momentum, so I can't recoil any of the fists or anything like that. So here, it might be that I bring my hands up, and we'll talk about this in a minute. But from here, I'm going to go straight in, like you lift up my toes and go straight into the toe, like bam, bam, bam. If we show a readiness in any way, then the guy knows that something's coming. Yeah. So we're like, and he might be testing the water, seeing we're like, yeah, I told you, and then he throws it in his haymaker, boom, block. That's the one, lovely. Keep that arm nice and out. You have to really, if you're too close, if you're here blocking, it won't be a block. It'll just be a hit into your head with your own arm. Right. So catch it. Nice, that's getting better, you're getting better. A little bit low on the arm, that's it. That's it. Lock out your fingers, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the we go, yeah. That's it. That's nice. So we call this the 360, and I can also do it the other way. So if I just come in this way, that's it, we're gonna be a bit stronger on that hand. That's it, think of that. That's it.
Outside of the hand?
Yeah. Okay, good. Nice. Good, okay. So the final bit of that is I would want to do my strike, hit, boom, and if I need to strike again, I'll strike again, and then I'll come straight for the groin quick, and then come back out, and just look over my shoulder, yeah. So let's do it really slowly, and scan, yeah. Once you back out, well, I'll tell you what it is, you're right, yeah. Yeah, so I was gonna step it in. Let me get you through the whole process. Yeah. So, so I want those two at the same time, boom. That's it, lovely. Yeah. Blade hand, that's it. That's it, come in again if you need another punch, groin strike, out, and scan. Yeah. If it's a knife, I'm just going to run. I'm not going to hang about. In a civilian environment, I'm going to bang. He's got a knife in his hand. I'm not even going to fight for it. I'm just going to fuck off and just run. So we end up with this technique, it's bam, boom, and I'm gone. Military environment, slightly different. I want to try to get out a little bit, grab my knife or whatever weapon that I've got on me. But it depends what the scenario is. So Kurt, we're going to do 3 different types of stances that we have in close combat. Also makes its way in Krav Maga. But the first stance is just where your hands are down and you have somebody being threatening in front of you. Our consciousness is slightly heightened and we're aware of our surrounding, and we call this the passive stance, but I'm not looking to aggravate the situation in any way. I can have a look around, I can see my exits, I can think of weapons, I can think about what I'm going to do and what I'm going to hit on him, his vulnerable parts, his groin, his face. But what I don't want to do is start to bring my fists up because now I've got the fight. So I'm just trying to see how it goes. From here I can still kick, I can still do things. But ultimately I don't want to. We then have another level, which is the semi-passive stance. My hands are up. Now we'll do a little drill, right? So relax. I'm going to walk into you, and it's really quite uncomfortable. You see how naturally you wanted to bring up your hands? Yeah. Now this time I'm going to walk into you, but bring up your hands just before I get there. So bring up, yeah. So you see how that doesn't, I'll like stop here rather than here. So we call this the semi-passive stance. So if you were being aggressive to me, so you start, whoa, fella, just stay away, just what's up? So you can see that I'm using this as a fence. I'm using it to give me time. If I let the person come in here, oh man, he lifts up his fist first, I'll lose. So the semi-passive stance is a really important bit. So when we're here, the first thing that we do when we have somebody who's looking to attack us is bring our hands up to the semi-passive stance. And also we can incorporate from here the halo defense, which is using a block and a punch, drive forward and the groin strike, and then stepping back out and looking over your shoulder. So together. So block and punch, same time, groin strike, out, and we're going to look over our shoulder. That's it. Scan. Ready. So from semi-passive stance, block, punch, groin strike, back, look over your shoulder. That's nice work. And we want to make sure we keep our eyes open and up. Okay, if we try to use our senses, because a lot of good fighters use their senses, they kind of like know where everything is. We need to be very careful of that. We fall into that. It's great in a certain proximity, so we want to keep our hands up. So we want to always look at what's going. Semi-passive stance, block, strike, head up, groin strike, looking at what's going on, scan over your shoulder. So here we're going to stand with our hands forward. We're going to do the horizontal elbow strike, and that right hand's going to stay up, that left hand's going to come across, my heel will be lifted, and it will come back down and cover my left face. My right hand will come across, come down once you've hit the object, come back, cover my face, and the left one will come across. That's it, and we'll just keep repeating that one, and that way we're always covered as we move. That's nice, Kurt. That's good work. Yeah. We'll do it from different angles, you look great.
The hang of it now, you should be like that.
I think you got the hang of it really quick. Yeah. Okay, so ready, Kirk. 1, 2, elbow strike, take the hand up though. That's it, groin strike. Boom, out. What we know is in boxing, or in Muay Thai and all these places, we only have to worry about the asymmetrical attack, which is just from here. When what we're doing is, potentially we've got attacks coming from all directions. So what I need to do is, number one, is not be where I was, because the guy over here was thinking of kicking me or punching me or stabbing me or whatever he was going to do. So I'll have to finish the attack here, and then I'll need to come out at an angle to where I was. So if he was thinking of attacking me there, I'm now going to be able to look around, it's called a scan, and just one scan and I'll be able to see everybody in the room. And I'll need to think about my exit strategy. Are there any weapons in the room? Is there anything that I can use? Have I got other people in the room? Has he got other people in the room? So it's just a slightly different mindset to a sporting element. With the sport, you don't have to worry about the refs. Yeah, come on. So that's it. So that's what the scan is all about. I want you to think about the 360 or the halo defense we had earlier on. So we could stop these attacks from different directions. And exactly the same principle here. I can stop somebody coming up from underneath. In this instance, if I have a knife and I'm looking to do an attack this way, we can use that forearm and the hand locked out to stop it. That's it, lovely. So again, one of the things that you'll need to do is lean your hips back, because we don't know the length of the blade, and keep us plenty of distance. Yeah, bring it out a little bit, that's it. So that if I try to hit, if I push that through, it's not going to happen. So, that's it. Try not to even move, you won't have the time. Just pull the body back, yep. That's it, lovely. Good, blade hand. Yeah, blade hand, lock out all the tendons, gives you another inch. Yeah. Nice. So now the problem is if he does this and you do nothing, he's just going to come back and try to do something else. So here, as I come up, I want you to think of the punch straight into the jawline, or onto the nose. That's the one. Nice. And for a second, you would have got my attention with that hit. And that's when you'll go for the heavy groin kick or the light groin kick, and then get yourself out as fast as you can. Okay. So what we'll want to see in total, and I'll just do it to the side as the demonstration, is from here, somebody will come up with a knife, hit, groin strike, out, and just look over your shoulder. Ready? Run. Okay, so here, what is the first problem that we'll have in a close combat scenario is somebody who grabs your throat. And so here, what he's doing is testing and measuring. If you leave him doing it, bam, bam. If you do nothing, he's got his way. Right. So in the first instance, we need to think about just the basic principles that we've already got. We've already got some stuff. So if you grab my throat, C grip, palm strike or punch, heavy groin strike, out, and then we're just going to look over. So the first thing that I need to do is, if you grab my throat, what I need to do is pin that hand. So now try to walk away for a second. Just, yeah, do you see this? Just a second worth of energy. So that allows me to just bring in that punch or the palm strike into the face or into the vulnerable area. Once I've got that heavy groin strike, and then come back out, and then I know what I'm going to be doing. Nice. That's the one. When you go out, put your hands up. Okay, your hands are about here at the moment. So relax. So I'm talking, I'm trying to get dominance. I'm like, yeah, this fucking. Nice. Okay. Make sure you pin that hand. Yeah. If it's, you got to keep your thumb out. Yeah. So it's the C grip. What happens is your thumbs get in the way. Do you know when they say you all thumbs? As you try to roll, depending on type of energy that's coming from him, your thumb stops it rolling. So what we try to do is the C grip we use a lot. We use a lot in absolutely everything, because we know that we're not going to get caught off. The mechanisms of that C grip won't actually get in our way. The A grip, we'll use the C grip. That's it, wait for it to come on, just for a second. That's the one. That's it. We'll always try to stop it before it comes. Well, in weapons, we try to use an A grip.
You're saying C, because obviously it's shaped like a C, right?
Yeah. L grip, A grip, C grip. Okay, yeah. Relax. You're pulling away quicker than before you have control. So what you don't want is this. So go for it. You don't want somebody just doing that, and then they're like bam, bam, bam. So we want to make sure that it's on. Now pin it tight. So hold it tight. And I want to try to pull away. Okay.
Ah, so you hold the hand as
Yeah,
well?
yeah. Well, all the thing is that if you don't do that,
Yeah, that seems a bit wild to me though.
I'll tell you why. It's because if you go to grab, if I try to grab you, I just want you to pull away. You see me doing something, just pull away. So just move away, okay?
Right.
So, okay, ready? Pull away. Okay, you're not pulling away.
Right.
So as soon as you see me move to do something, just move your hands. Okay, you would have pulled that away. What we want to try to do is if you're here and I grab, now try to walk away. You can't walk away. Just for a second, yes? If that's what allows me to hit.
I understand that, but you know what I don't understand though? I thought earlier on you were saying it's more get away and stuff like that, but now you're holding a person
Yeah.
to you.
Do
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
That's a bit
So we have the control. It's called a control. That's a good question, actually. Control. We have to maintain control in all of our techniques. So, for instance, this right. If I grab your hand, and then all I do is that you try to do something, and I move on, I can just break away. Yes. If you grab my hand, what I need to, if I for a second have control, it's too late. You can't react against it, if that makes sense. Or I can't, if I'm here and I see you move, I just pull back. If you pin me to your hand, I'm like, I've got this to think about. So I'm confusing the nervous system, I'm confusing the reaction. The natural reaction for any fighter is to pull back the hand and try to throw the next one. So here we're disrupting the pattern. So he's grabbed your throat and everything's normally fine, and he wants to pull it away. But you're going to stop it pulling away. And now it's too late, you punched me in the face. So you'll find that
You're disrupting the...
We're disrupting the flow. The nervous system is looking to do something else, and we're breaking that pattern. So, a pattern of a fighter, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, some patterns, depending. We want to disrupt the one, catch it on the one. He's looking for, hang on, I want my hand back. It's too late. We've hit him. So that's the only reason why. So it's a really good question. That's the one. Nice. So what we do, Kurt, here is basically we have a syllabus that ranges from section 1, level 1, which basically covers the basic type of elements that you'll get in the street fighter attack. Section 2, level 1 to 5, and that is a little bit more advanced, lots of spinning kicks, lots of takedowns, lots of real understanding, a deep knowledge of close combat. And then you go on to section 3, level 1 to 5, which is military, a lot of weapon handling, really understanding room clearance at a good level. So if you're welcome to come, and we'll start you up on, so what we covered today was section 1, level 1, some basic elements, and there's about another 25 or 30 techniques that we would show you. You would need to go away, practice those till you became good at them, come back in once you're good at them and you understand them, we'll test and pressure you, and once you're done, we'll give you your section 1, level 1. So here I'm section 2, level 5, and we'll give you section 1, level 1 badge once you pass those elements. And the highest ranking people that in our organisation is section 3, level 5.